Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is New to, and today I'm going to be asking you the question: what type of sleeves do you use for Lightseekers? So, on the back of PlayFusion's announcement that very soon we will be getting some Lightseeker products. So, we've already seen the playmats that you can get, which is available from heroicstarfish.com. There's going to be deck boxes fairly soon as well, and they look pretty sweet. And soon, inevitably, we will get sleeves. But in the meantime, since we don't have Lightseekers branded sleeves, I'm going to ask, what are you using? I mean, you may not even want to use Lightseekers branded sleeves. I know for me personally, I have a few favourites here. So I'm just going to go through a couple of my sleeves. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons, I think, of each one. And really just show you how they look as well in Lightseekers cards, because it's all about the cards. So if they don't make the cards look good, why even have them? So the very first one here, and we're going to give a big shout out to Hugh, the original Mr. Cheap sleeves, is our penny sleeves. And they're called penny sleeves because normally you get 100 for £1. And you can see here, they are just large, clear plastic sleeves that fit around your card. They don't grip it very tightly. You can see they have got a lot of movement. They don't fit at the top as well. And yeah, I mean, I've never used these to play a game of Lightseekers with. Normally, I store my cards. All my cards, when they go into storage, get stored in these. And you can fit multiple in them as well. You see they're quite big. But I know some people play with them. And I guess if you're looking for a very cheap, inexpensive way to start the game and to protect your cards, these will be your first stop. I would recommend perhaps not using these and going into option 3 here. But I'll just thought I'd mention it. And of course, you've got this other problem I think with them, is that they don't conceal the back of the card. So what that does mean is that you, if you have any card markings at all, you know, if you've got a crease on the card or there's a bit of damage, basically any way that you're able to distinguish the card from other cards, you won't be able to play this card in this clear sleeve like that. You'll need an opaque or like a blacked out sleeve. So yeah, it's good for, it's cheap, it's quick. Most game shops will have these. Once you buy them, use them for your storage, fine. But I think overall you want to move on to some better sleeves. And what's better sleeves than my personal favourite? I've used them in nearly every tournament I've participated in, is Dragon Shield sleeves. So firstly, they come in these sweet boxes like that. Loads of colours. You get £100. They're normally about £7. You get 100 sleeves. They're normally about £7. Each colour comes with a dragon on it, so you get a different dragon here. This is the minty one. Minty. They each come with a story as well, so a little bit of fluff. That I don't know. I guess it's nice. You know, your kind of sleeves there are a dragon. It's like, oh, cool. I like that. Box is nice too. I've got a whole bunch of colours in there. You can see pink sleeves, my favourite. We've got some apple and some mint. I guess you can even write your name on it if you wanted to. I like them. Let's have a look at the card. So you can see there it's a clear finish. It's not matte. So I think it really helps the card shine. It's a nice tight fit as well. I can feel it's tight. And yeah, it fits the card very well, so you know it's not going to get damaged. And what I really like about it is you can just see, just there, I think if you can see the light just catching it, is that the actual back is textured. So it actually feels like scales, you know. It's got like a bit of a rough edge to it. That's really good. I really like that when shuffling, because it means that the air doesn't get trapped in between really smooth, flat surfaces, and sometimes you get these big clumps. Yep, really nice. And of course you get the, again, I guess you get the sensation that it is a dragon or it is scales. So I'd really recommend you getting some dragon shields. You only need 35 to make a deck. You get 100. You've got plenty spare in case they rip, because you definitely want them. You definitely want extra. You don't want to end up like a guy I saw at our nationals, the UK nationals, who had to have different coloured sleeves in his deck, different purple coloured sleeves. He had a purple because he just bought some sleeves and it broke. Anyway, I don't want to go into it, but when I saw it, I was like, what's going on? He should have just bought some dragon shields or more sleeves. So yep, I recommend dragon shields. Next up, we've got Ultra Pro. And these are kind of like your standard Ultra Pro sleeves here. Remember, Lightseekers is a standard size card game, so you might see two sizes of sleeves when you go buy them. You'll see small and you'll see standard. Small is for games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Cardfight Vanguard. Standard will cover your Magic, will cover your Lightseekers, will cover your Age of Champions as well when that comes out. So it's going to be one size fits all. And yeah, I really like these Ultra Pro ones. Firstly, they're cheap, right? So that's what I really like. I think you can get a set for like £2.50 for like 50, maybe 60 sleeves. It's really, really handy. It may look slightly textured there, but it's like a smooth finish. Let's have a look at the actual in-it card. Like the Dragon Shield, it's clear. In fact, I actually think it's a bit shinier. You can see there, I mean, it really makes that card pop. This is a blue one. They come in multiple colours. Normally I go for black because nearly every vendor will have black sleeves for sale, and they're totally blocked out as well. You can see, so there's no way you can see the card from behind there. A bit like that one as well, totally blacked out. So it's like sometimes on clearer colour sleeves, like your whites and your light pinks, you will get, in the kind of cheaper Ultra Pro brand, you'll be able to see the back of the card. In darker colours you can't, it's completely concealed, which is perfect. So yeah, these are a really good starting point as well. You should be able to pick these up in any good game shop. Will have Ultra Pro sleeves. So I can recommend those, and they're just good to have kicking about. That's good. Next is the kind of higher Ultra Pro brand, which is the Ultra Pro Eclipse. So here we go, let's have a look. So the Ultra Pro Eclipse, I think they've done that because they completely black out or block out the back of the card. They've got a double layer, so there's no seeing that card in it. They come with a matte finish, so unlike the others that are glossy, this comes with a kind of like anti-shine finish, which some players quite like. I used to be really into it, I'm not so much anymore, but they're still really good sleeves. They are very expensive. They now sometimes can be quite hard to get hold of as well. Some shops don't stock them. Do you know, I just picked orange ones from my local shop. Haven't found any orange ones since, so that's a bit of a pain. I also find they're a bit dinky, so like you might notice there that you can see there's a little bit of damage on that sleeve, and I think some of them can damage quite easily as well, so that's a problem. So if you've got like a marked sleeve like that, I mean in casual it's fine. In a tournament a player might call you out, judge may ask you to change that sleeve, and you don't want to be doing that every game, every round, if it's a problem. So yeah, these are good, but I just don't think they've got a good quality as Dragon Shield. Finally, just for a bit of fun, sleeves with an art print on the back of them. There are loads. I mean, Magic, generic fantasy ones. You've got, of course, these ones here, Pokemon. There's tons of them. Pick your poison. I have a friend in my local gaming club who's got some sweet Final Fantasy ones. So most of the time they will be shiny. So they won't have a matte finish. They'll be slightly larger as well. So I don't really like that. That's one of my pet hates in card sleeves, because if they've got a little bit of top there and they're quite wide, when you're shuffling sometimes you can slit it, and yeah, you don't want that. So, but other than that, you get your favourite artwork on them. I imagine the Lightseekers ones will probably be a little bit like this. So I hope with the art backed ones that we will see a slightly tighter fit, and they make sure they fit nice and snug like the Dragon Shields or the Ultra Pro, and not like these ones by the Pokemon Company, which are very loose. And you can see here as well, you can peel the art back from the actual card, and you don't want that either, because first and foremost they're going to be practical. These are things have got to be practical, so you're going to want to use them all the time, day in, day out. Change them in a big tournament, change them again after a big tournament. And of course also, I mean, if anyone knows me, I'm a very messy shuffler in that cards end up like this all the time, upright. And you don't want that. You don't want to draw a card and the next one be upright, because you don't want to give any indication to your opponent that you may be stacking the deck, or you may be putting indications that you might know what card is which, because I could say, oh, well, I know that every upright card is an attack card and every downright card is a defend card. So you don't want any of that. I like just sticking with clear black ones, just single colour ones, because at least that way I can shuffle them whichever way I want, and it's good. My opponent and I both don't know what cards we're going to draw next. So yeah, just a little quick video there, 10 minutes me rambling about sleeves. I'd love to get your insights. Tell me, what sleeves are you using? What have you found that you like? Do you know, is there anything that you're excited for? I guess sleeve-wise, accessory-wise for Play Fusion. I mean, I'm hoping for sleeves, not so much, but binders would be really cool. I wonder if they'll produce a sleeve that will cover the code as well. That would be good for videos. Guys, feel free to take these ones if you want. They're just some commons, you know. As always, please check out heroicstarfish.com for your playmats, see your Lightseeker accessories. That's where you're going to get them from. Deck boxes, boosters, singles, boxes. They do these box breaks now where you can just pick one faction. You say, like, I want only orange cards, and you're only going to get orange cards, and you pay a reduced price for it. That's really cool too. So yeah, check those guys out. And stay tuned, I will have some more deck profile videos up for you guys as soon as I get some cards coming through the post. I've got a really cool real guard deck that I want to show you. It's just super crazy. I think it'll be a good laugh. Thank you very much. I've been you too.